call off the search crews, call off the little dogs with the barrels of whiskey around their neck. I have been found. Unfortunately, I wasn't found lounging on a beach somewhere doing something fun. I've been found on my work desk covered in mounds of paper. Yeah, that's right. This has been the one of my busy times of the year, and I just haven't had a lot of time to do any YouTube videos. And as much as I'd like to say that, you know, YouTube always takes precedent, real life issues kind of have to get priority, and I just haven't had the time. And one of the big things about my job is that I constantly have to be on. I constantly have to be entertaining and working with the public and doing things to kind of suit their need. And I really have to kind of put on a brave face sometimes, whether I want to be social or not. That's just what you have to do. It's really tough sometimes to come home and want to record and continue to kind of be that kind of selfless guy when it comes to this kind of stuff. And it's my fault, it's my problem, but something I'm trying to deal with. So what we're doing today is we're actually playing a little more Heroes and Generals. There has been a huge update that has changed at least a few things that I felt like needed to be addressed. The game, for a free game, this game is it's taken some really positive steps and it's really going in the right direction, and I'm super pleased about it. Something a little different that I'm doing, though, is I'm actually playing with the scoped Mosin Nagant scoped, and so I'm actually doing some sniper gameplay today, and I didn't do half bad. Ended up with 31 kills for this game, and strung across some pretty impressive little shots, if I do say so myself. This is only about the third game that I was sniping, so, you know, kudos to me, I guess. One of my biggest complaints with Heroes and Generals up to this point has been kind of the way that the movement felt. You always kind of bounced around like you were on the moon. You kind of had a floatiness to your movement, and I didn't really care for it. And they have addressed some of the physics issues. You don't feel like you're bounding about in super slow motion when you're up in the air. Sometimes it would leave you vulnerable to enemy attack whenever you're bouncing and kind of floating Mary Poppins style through the air, and it made you an easy target. I also feel like they've addressed some of the damage models with some of the guns, and I don't necessarily feel like that is perfect yet, but I feel like that they're making positive strides and cleaning it up a little bit. I will make some complaints about this. If you have a hard time dealing with hit markers when you're playing as a sniper, this game is probably going to upset you quite a bit. You really have to aim for the head. Torso shots, if the enemy hasn't been damaged or hurt up to that point, you're going to get hit marker after hit marker. There's a few times in this game where I feel like I'm trying to take down a White Rhino or T-1000. They just won't drop. One guy I think I hit with 3 sniper shots and a splash damage from a bazooka. And it took forever to take him down. And one thing that I really do enjoy about this game, as opposed to where I kind of had my real start, is, you know, with Call of Duty, you have the snipers in that game, which are basically one-man armies. You know, you got quick scoping and Black Ops 2 insta-melt pistols, and you can deal with them up close. You can go up, you know, from far away. They're just a mess. When you talk about the actual evolution of being a sniper, in this game, it kind of takes you back to and forces you to deal with snipers and deal with playing as a sniper in a more traditional stance, in that you cannot go up close. That's why I'm actually using the sniper rifle and the bazooka kind of in combination, because it allows you to be at least a little more multifaceted, in that you can deal with armor if they do get too close, or you can still have something that you can, you know, pick people off with at long range. But with snipers in this game, your job is what a traditional sniper would be. It is to suppress and harass the enemy. You're not going to necessarily do like me in this video and get 30 plus kills, 40 plus kills in a game. The whole idea is that you're making people pay for moving. Whether you kill them or not, that's a whole nother story. But you're suppressing them, you're harassing them, you're cutting off easy access to certain areas of the map, and that's why I particularly love the way that they've implemented snipers and heroes and generals. Something that you'll see in this particular game, and this is the best part about sniping in this game, is that you get this interplay between snipers on opposite sides of the game. You know, you're constantly battling it out. You're duking it out with other snipers on the other team. And, you know, you're looking for that little bitty thing. You're looking for the muzzle flash off in the distance. And that's kind of how you're tracking people down. Now, forget thermal scopes and any of this modern bullshit that they shove down your throat with these games. It's a very traditional way of going about anti-sniper activities. It's a really cool game to play. It's a refreshing change from a lot of the current titles that you're going to be playing recently, especially things like Call of Duty franchise and, you know, some of these other games where you're not dealing with snipers in the way that you would if you were actually on the battlefield dealing with them. Kate, some of you people that enjoy my gameplay and my commentaries, that I have been doing a lot of gaming on Twitch of late. Not a ton. When I have the time and the ability, I'll get on and I'll do a little streaming. It's something that I really would like to have more involvement in, especially given the games that I've started to play recently. They just don't lend themselves super well to YouTube. And I know there are some people out there that make brilliant videos with just about any game that they play, and I am incredibly jealous of them, but I don't always have the ability to go through and do all the editing and adding music and cutting and all that stuff that it takes to put out really quality videos. It's just not something I have the time to do. But with Twitch, you kind of have the ability to kind of just roll off the cuff and do things ad-libbed that you don't have the ability to if you actually want to succeed when you're doing YouTube. I know it's not the same thing. I know it's not always easy for people to watch when everything is live on Twitch, but the more that I'm able to do it, the more people that I have kind of following me doing it, it's going to make it easier because I'll be able to expand my times and I'll be able to actually find a time slot where it's more conducive for people to watch. And that's what I really would like to do. It makes it easier for me. It makes it easier for you. And I think that the platform has gotten so good. Yes, it's congested with so many people that are streaming, but at the same time, the platform is such that it can support that. And I think I'm going to give a shot at doing more regular Twitch streaming on top of the occasional YouTube video. I know it's not going to make everybody happy. I know it's not going to please everyone. If you know anything about me, I don't give a shit about pleasing everyone. But I do want to keep participating in this. I keep want to collaborating with you as an audience to make sure that you guys are having fun watching me play and I'm having fun doing the work to bring it to you. And right now, with all the work that's on my plate, it's just not been possible for me to be as consistent as that I would like to be. But enough for my jibba jabba. Let's talk about the gameplay. So I'm actually trying to take out this guy that they keep trying to push armor across the bridge. And again, going back to the idea of suppressing and harassing. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I actually ended up getting a couple of armor kills. Now, what you're about to see is probably one of the worst sniper showdowns of all time. First miss shot usually means that you're toast. So he throws another grenade down. You don't get grenade indicators, so when you hear one, you just have to run wherever you think you can to get away from it. Taking some, I'm like a tiger, stalking my prey. And you can see once I get up here that this guy deserved to die. He did. I think this is one of the most inept sniper battles that you'll probably ever see. So for everyone that has stuck with this old guy throughout this sabbatical, I really do appreciate it, and I thank you very deeply for staying tuned. I hope to get more content out to you as soon as I can. And again, there's very little to say other than thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it. And stick with me. I'm going to be bringing you some good shit. Peace out.